Good evening, sir. This is my presentation regarding the taxation during the Spanish period. Taxes during the Spanish period in the Philippines. During Spanish colonial rule, paying taxes was mandatory for the Filipino people. The Spanish government required all its colonies, including the Philippines, to pay taxes for two main reasons. First, recognition of Spanish sovereignty. Paying taxes was a way for the native population to acknowledge the authority of Spain over the Philippines. It symbolized that the Filipinos were subjects to the Spanish crown, and it reinforced Spain's political control over the islands. Second, to cover the costs of pacification and governance. Taxes were used to finance the military campaigns needed to suppress uprisings and resistance from the native population, known as pacification. They also helped fund the colonial government's operation, such as the salaries of the Spanish officials, construction of public buildings, and other administrative expenses. Tributo. Tributo was a general tax that Filipinos had to pay to the Spanish colonial government. It was usually 8 reals, a unit of currency that time. It could be paid in cash or in some cases in goods like rice, chickens, or other products if money was not available. In short, tributo was a form of economic burden imposed by Spain, and it reflected both colonial control and exploitation of native labors and resources. Sanctorum. Sanctorum was a religious tax collected during the Spanish period in the Philippines. It amounted to 3 reals per person. The money collected from the sanctorum was used to support the Christianization of the Filipino people. It helped cover the construction and maintenance of churches, purchase of religious items and materials used in Catholic celebration, such as candles, vestments, and images. Other expenses related to spreading and maintaining Catholic faith. Donativo. Donativo was a special tax imposed during the Spanish colonial period of the Philippines. It amounted half a real, a small amount compared to other taxes. Originally, the donativo was collected to help fund the military campaigns of the Spanish government, specifically against the Muslims in Mindanao, often referred as Moros by the Spanish. The military efforts were part of Spain's attempt to conquer and control the southern Philippines, where resistance to Spanish rule was strong. Caja de Comunidad. Caja de Comunidad was a community tax collected during the Spanish period in the Philippines. It amounted to 1 real per person. The funds collected were used for local town needs, especially construction and repair of roads, maintenance of bridges, improvement of public buildings like town halls or schools. Servicio personal or polo y servicio. Servicio personal, also known as polo y servicio, was a system of forced labor imposed during the Spanish colonial period in the Philippines. Under this system, Filipino males aged 16 to 60 were required to render forced labor for the Spanish government. Each person had to work for 40 days each year, later reduced to 15 days. Cedula personalis. The cedula personalis was a type of identification document and tax certificate introduced in the Philippines during the Spanish colonial period. It was first required under a royal decree on March 6, 1884. The cedula served as the proof of identity in a receipt for paying a personal tax. Tax Reform of 1884. The tax reform of 1884 was an important reform introduced by the Spanish government in the Philippines during the 19th century. It was enacted through a royal decree issued on March 6, 1884. This reform aimed to modernize the tax system and reduce the burden of Filipino people. The reform was considered one of the more positive changes introduced by the Spanish authorities. It showed an effort to modernize colonial administration and respond to growing criticism of abusive systems like tributo and forced labor. However, while the changes were improvements, the colonial still remained unjust and exploitative overall.